In the glowing, vibrant streets of a futuristic city, two brave ladies find themselves in grave danger. Shadowy figures emerge from dark alleys, their intentions menacing. The women, initially confident, now face an unforeseen threat in the neon metropolis. Suddenly, a guardian robot, meticulously engineered for ultimate protection, activates nearby. It stands firm, its metallic form gleaming, positioning itself to shield them from harm. Energy crackles around it, ready to defend. With lightning speed and unyielding strength, the robot repels the relentless attackers. It deploys a shimmering energy shield, deflecting every incoming assault, then retaliates with powerful energy blasts, ensuring the ladies' safety. The battle is decisive. In this thrilling tale of tomorrow, one remarkable robot proves that true heroism comes in a formidable steel form. Protection prevails, and the city's peace is restored, thanks to its unwavering vigilance and incredible power.
Chaos erupts as a massive aircraft loses control, plummeting toward innocent crowds below. Engines sputter, smoke trails ominously, and the flight path becomes a terrifying descent, casting a dark shadow over the bustling metropolis. But from the shadows rises a colossal robot guardian, surging skyward with unmatched power to intercept the falling behemoth. With incredible speed, it launches itself, a beacon of hope against the impending disaster. With Herculean strength, it halts the crash, averting disaster and saving countless lives. The robot grapples with the massive plane, sparks flying, as it meticulously guides the crippled aircraft away from the densely packed streets below towards a safer, open area. In moments of crisis, this robot turns catastrophe into celebration, protector of humanity. The plane lands safely, far from any people, as the relieved crowds below erupt in wild cheers. The robot stands tall, a vigilant sentinel, silhouetted against a clearing, hopeful sky.
In a raging storm at sea, a woman slips into the merciless waves, her cries lost to the wind. The ocean churns violently, chaotic with dark blue and white foam, as she struggles against powerful currents, desperately reaching for help. Alerted by distress signals, rescue robot plunges into depths, racing against time. Sleek metallic form cuts through water with powerful jets, navigating treacherous currents with determination. Every second counts in desperate race against ocean's fury. With precision grips and unyielding power, it secures her and battles the sea to safety. Robot's advanced systems work flawlessly, powerful arms maneuvering through turbulent water, ensuring her stability as it ascends. The struggle is intense, robot's resolve absolute. From tragedy's brink, Robot emerges victorious, a beacon of hope in humanity's darkest hour. It delivers gasping woman to rescuers on boat, who pull her to safety. Crowd cheers, relief washing over their faces, robot testament to innovation and heroism.
Chaos had consumed the city. In the heart of the ruin, hope seemed like a distant memory. But one stood firm, a guardian in the shadows, ready to face the impossible. From the darkness, the nightmare rose, a force of pure destruction. The hero didn't flinch. They charged directly into the eye of the storm. It was a clash of titans, strength against fury, courage against shadow. With one final strike, the darkness shattered. Light returned to the world. The people were safe. The nightmare was finally over. As long as there is darkness, there will be someone to fight it. We stand victorious. He was the one they blamed, an outcast in his own city, carrying the weight of past failures. But when the inferno became a nightmare, the voices of hate turned to screams for help. While others ran from the heat, he walked directly into the heart of the flame. He didn't fight for their praise. He fought because it was his duty. In the suffocating dark, he became their only light. One by one, he brought them back from the brink. The fire was gone, the monster was defeated, and the silence spoke louder than any shout. He didn't need their forgiveness. He had already given them his everything. The city had a savior.
In the heart of Skull Island, danger lurks in every shadow. Trapped and alone, a survivor faces her darkest nightmare. But a titan rises to protect the innocent. The king of the jungle confronts the primal predators. With a gentle touch, he whisks her away from certain death. Calm, the undisputed protector of Skull Island. The land of Icon is impenetrable to the enemies because it has two powerful guardians. They are invincible to foreign enemies, but the enemies never give up. Will the enemies defeat Icon Kingdom? They have to deal with the two great guardians. The enemies try to invade but always suffer defeat. They try to cause the two powerful men to fight each other by lying against one to the other. But the men trusted each other. The enemies failed, but they never or will never give up. How do one survive an enemy that won't give up when the strategy is only defensive? Wouldn't an offensive 1 or 2 times have kept the enemies away for long or forever? Icon is relaxed because they are protected, but the enemies are always planning. In the heart of the great forest lies Icon, a village where peace and prosperity flourish like the ancient trees. But Icon's peace is not by chance. It is guarded by 2 legendary warriors, men whose strength is matched only by their mystical wisdom. Many have tried to breach these walls, bring in fire and steal to Icon's gates. War after war, the enemies came. But Icon did not fight with iron alone. Through ancient incantations and the conjuring of spirits, the village remained impenetrable. Victory was always Icon's. The magical powers of the 2 great leaders turned the tide of every battle. Yet, the defeated do not forget. Driven by envy, the enemies now plot in the shadows. What will they do next? Can a village survive forever on defense alone? The future of Icon hangs in the balance. Icon's walls remained unbreached and its warriors stood tall. But a new, invisible enemy was beginning to take root. Unable to win with steel, the enemies turned to silver. They offered riches to anyone willing to betray the village's protectors. Greed is a poison that spreads in silence. For some, the promise of wealth began to outweigh the safety of their kin. In the quiet corners of Icon, secrets were whispered and a treacherous plan began to take shape. The warriors felt it, a disturbance in the air, a bad omen that even their magic could not fully explain. As the moon rose, the unthinkable happened. A path once known only to Icon's children was opened to its enemies. Will the gold of the enemies be the downfall of Icon? Can a village survive the betrayal of its own heart? The secret was out. A path into the heart of Icon was open, but the betrayal was only beginning to spread. The first betrayers did not keep their prize secret. They used the gold to buy the souls of their neighbors. Riches that Icon had never seen began to appear, the shiny price of a village's loyalty. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Arguments broke out, and brother turned against brother. What started as one man's greed became a growing conspiracy. How many would now connive with the enemy? The 2 great protectors felt the weight of the betrayal. Could their magic stop the rot within? Will Icon survive its own greed, or will it fall to the enemy's gifts? The shadows grow long.
Icon village has known peace for generations, but a shadow is approaching. My people, I have come from the shrine of the Ifa priest. The oracle warns of a great danger, betrayal from within. Even the strongest walls crumble when the foundation is sold by those who built it. Many powerful lands have fallen, not to the sword of the stranger, but to the greed of the brother. We must be vigilant. Beware the smile that hides a dagger. Betrayal is a poison that kills from inside. Our unity is our shield. Do not let the promise of gold blind you to the value of our home.
Deep in the forests of Isokan, a hunter and his dog stumbled upon a secret that would change everything. They saw the faces of their own kin, meeting in shadows with foreigners from across the great waters. Betrayal was afoot. I saw it with my own eyes. They are planning to sell our peace for silver. We must prepare. He raced back to the heart of Izokan, his breath heavy with the weight of the coming storm. Listen to me, the foreigners are here and our brothers have opened the gates from within. But his words fell on deaf ears. The sun was warm, the harvests were plenty, and danger seemed like a ghost story. They chose to ignore the shadows, for they could not see the blade until it was at their throats. Isokan remained at peace and for now, but the hunter knew the night was coming and the village was not ready. As the sun rose over Isokan, the hunter and his dog set out on a mission of mercy. From house to house, they carried a heavy truth. You must listen. The foreigners are near, and our neighbors have turned against us. Prepare your families. But his words were met with laughter. To them, the village was as safe as it had always been. He did not stop. At the next door and the one after that, he poured out his heart, hoping for one believer. Do you not see the signs? The invasion is at our doorstep. We cannot wait for the fire to reach our roofs. The village remained calm. To the people, he was nothing more than a man chasing shadows in the bright light of day. One by one, the doors were closed. The peace they cherished would soon be their prison. Lonely but vigilant, they stood guard. The invasion was coming, whether Isokan believed it or not.
The secret was out. A path into the heart of Icon was open, but the betrayal was only beginning to spread. The first betrayers did not keep their prize secret. They used the gold to buy the souls of their neighbors. Riches that Icon had never seen began to appear, the shiny price of a village's loyalty. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Arguments broke out, and brother turned against brother. What started as one man's greed became a growing conspiracy. How many would now connive with the enemy? The two great protectors felt the weight of the betrayal. Could their magic stop the rot within? Will Icon survive its own greed, or will it fall to the enemy's gifts? The shadows grow long.
Icon village has known peace for generations, but a shadow is approaching. My people, I have come from the shrine of the Ifa priest. The oracle warns of a great danger, betrayal from within. Even the strongest walls crumble when the foundation is sold by those who built it. Many powerful lands have fallen, not to the sword of the stranger, but to the greed of the brother. We must be vigilant. Beware the smile that hides a dagger. Betrayal is a poison that kills from inside. Our unity is our shield. Do not let the promise of gold blind you to the value of our home.
The enemies try to invade but always suffer defeat. They try to cause the two powerful men to fight each other by lying against one to the other. But the men trusted each other. The enemies failed. But they never or will never give up. How do one survive an enemy that won't give up when the strategy is only defensive? Wouldn't an offensive 1 or 2 times have kept the enemies away for long or forever? Icon is relaxed because they are protected. But the enemies are always planning. In the heart of the great forest lies Icon, a village where peace and prosperity flourish like the ancient trees. But Icon's peace is not by chance. It is guarded by 2 legendary warriors, men whose strength is matched only by their mystical wisdom. Many have tried to breach these walls, bring in fire and steal to Icon's gates. War after war, the enemies came. But Icon did not fight with iron alone. Through ancient incantations and the conjuring of spirits, the village remained impenetrable. Victory was always Icon's. The magical powers of the 2 great leaders turned the tide of every battle. Yet, the defeated do not forget. Driven by envy, the enemies now plot in the shadows. What will they do next? Can a village survive forever on defense alone? The future of Icon hangs in the balance. Icon's walls remained unbreached and its warriors stood tall. But a new, invisible enemy was beginning to take root. Unable to win with steel, the enemies turned to silver. They offered riches to anyone willing to betray the village's protectors. Greed is a poison that spreads in silence. For some, the promise of wealth began to outweigh the safety of their kin. In the quiet corners of Icon, secrets were whispered and a treacherous plan began to take shape. The warriors felt it, a disturbance in the air, a bad omen that even their magic could not fully explain. As the moon rose, the unthinkable happened. A path once known only to Icon's children was opened to its enemies. Will the gold of the enemies be the downfall of Icon? Can a village survive the betrayal of its own heart? The land of Icon is impenetrable to the enemies because it has 2 powerful guardians. They are invincible to foreign enemies, but the enemies never give up. Will the enemies defeat Icon Kingdom? They have to deal with the 2 great guardians.
He was the one they blamed, an outcast in his own city, carrying the weight of past failures. But when the inferno became a nightmare, the voices of hate turned to screams for help. While others ran from the heat, he walked directly into the heart of the flame. He didn't fight for their praise. He fought because it was his duty. In the suffocating dark, he became their only light. One by one, he brought them back from the brink. The fire was gone, the monster was defeated, and the silence spoke louder than any shout. He didn't need their forgiveness. He had already given them his everything. The city had a savior.
In the heart of Skull Island, danger lurks in every shadow. Trapped and alone, a survivor faces her darkest nightmare. But a titan rises to protect the innocent. The king of the jungle confronts the primal predators. With a gentle touch, he whisks her away from certain death. Calm, the undisputed protector of Skull Island.
Chaos erupts as a massive aircraft loses control, plummeting toward innocent crowds below. Engines sputter, smoke trails ominously, and the flight path becomes a terrifying descent, casting a dark shadow over the bustling metropolis. But from the shadows rises a colossal robot guardian, surging skyward with unmatched power to intercept the falling behemoth. With incredible speed, it launches itself, a beacon of hope against the impending disaster. With Herculean strength, it halts the crash, averting disaster and saving countless lives. The robot grapples with the massive plane, sparks flying, as it meticulously guides the crippled aircraft away from the densely packed streets below towards a safer, open area. In moments of crisis, this robot turns catastrophe into celebration, protector of humanity. The plane lands safely, far from any people, as the relieved crowds below erupt in wild cheers. The robot stands tall, a vigilant sentinel, silhouetted against a clearing, hopeful sky.
In a raging storm at sea, a woman slips into the merciless waves, her cries lost to the wind. The ocean churns violently, chaotic with dark blue and white foam, as she struggles against powerful currents, desperately reaching for help. Alerted by distress signals, rescue robot plunges into depths, racing against time. Sleek metallic form cuts through water with powerful jets, navigating treacherous currents with determination. Every second counts in desperate race against ocean's fury. With precision grips and unyielding power, it secures her and battles the sea to safety. Robot's advanced systems work flawlessly, powerful arms maneuvering through turbulent water, ensuring her stability as it ascends. The struggle is intense, robot's resolve absolute. From tragedy's brink, Robot emerges victorious, a beacon of hope in humanity's darkest hour. It delivers gasping woman to rescuers on boat, who pull her to safety. Crowd cheers, relief washing over their faces, robot testament to innovation and heroism.
Chaos had consumed the city. In the heart of the ruin, hope seemed like a distant memory. But one stood firm, a guardian in the shadows, ready to face the impossible. From the darkness, the nightmare rose, a force of pure destruction. The hero didn't flinch. They charged directly into the eye of the storm. It was a clash of titans, strength against fury, courage against shadow. With one final strike, the darkness shattered. Light returned to the world. The people were safe. The nightmare was finally over. As long as there is darkness, there will be someone to fight it. We stand victorious.
In the glowing, vibrant streets of a futuristic city, two brave ladies find themselves in grave danger. Shadowy figures emerge from dark alleys, their intentions menacing. The women, initially confident, now face an unforeseen threat in the neon metropolis. Suddenly, a guardian robot, meticulously engineered for ultimate protection, activates nearby. It stands firm, its metallic form gleaming, positioning itself to shield them from harm. Energy crackles around it, ready to defend. With lightning speed and unyielding strength, the robot repels the relentless attackers. It deploys a shimmering energy shield, deflecting every incoming assault, then retaliates with powerful energy blasts, ensuring the ladies' safety. The battle is decisive. In this thrilling tale of tomorrow, one remarkable robot proves that true heroism comes in a formidable steel form. Protection prevails, and the city's peace is restored, thanks to its unwavering vigilance and incredible power.
Tomorrow we sign. I can't keep bleeding like this.
So that's it? No fight left?
The buffet table. They sit at tables carved from mahogany grief, using silver spoons to stir the broth of our relief. A budget is a menu, the treasury a plate, while the masses wait outside the Golden Gate. Their bellies are drummed skin tight with stolen oil. Vast as the silence of the farmer's barren soil. They drink from crystal chalices of filtered tears. 1960 by 60-something years. Like vultures in starched agbatas, wide and wide, they glide over the wreckage, where the ghosts of promise hide. The electricity is a firefly, trapped in a jar, a flickering pulse that never travels very far, while they ignite the night with generators roar, like angry iron beasts, pacing the marbled floor. The roads are ribbons of lace, tattered and torn, while they ride in steel cocoons, shielding them from the thorn. The Constitution is a napkin, tucked beneath a chin, to wipe away the greasy stains of a systemic sign. They trade the future, like a hand of dirty cards, while the youth hunt for bread in the cemetery yards. The eagle on the crest has forgotten how to fly. His wings are heavy lead, beneath a charcoal sky. At the buffet's end, the candles gutter and choke, leaving behind a thick and suffocating smoke. They toothpick the bones of a nation's dying dream, while the river of the people begins to surge and steam. The mahogany cracks, the silver begins to rust, for even the grandest feast must settle into dust.
Buffet Table. Buffet Table is a poem that discusses or deals with how politicians and people in offices, in positions, use their positions to steal.
In the Ape Kingdom, giant snakes from the Ageway River are terrorizing the villagers. People couldn't go to the farm or fishing. Famine was imminent.
It's coming! Run! Run! Quick, this way! Kabiesi, the oracle says we should allow a contest for all the young men in the kingdom.
My son, you are not a bastard. You are a son of the soil and you must fight. Listen to your mother and fight. Maybe we won't hide our relationship again and Kabiesi will let us marry.
Ewo agbára, ó ti lú. Ajagun ni. Igba ọdún kan. You are our son. Kill giant snake for us, and I will allow you and my daughter to marry.
If I say the snakes are 3, make your hair like sango. Cover your head with red cloth when you fight in the water.
ò ṣe é pa. Ọmọ àwọn ọ̀rúnmọlẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. A kì í finá paná. Yálà iná ọmọ bùyá iná. Bàbá. Kò sí ń tà lọ sí ṣe.
Bàbá, ẹ má ṣe bá wọn. Ẹ̀yin àgbà náà lẹ sọ wípé ẹrù ò lè gòkè, kó kanlẹ̀, kó má sì tàbá gbé sí bàbá. Ẹ bá mi wá nǹkan ṣe sí bàbá. Ẹ dákun.
Sọ kétí àpòdà bíi ti yọ lẹ́nu.
Pastor Jerry.
Sister Monola, what are you doing here?
Are you also Jendo?
Yes, that was what I used to be.
What will you do if you see Jendo today?
Jen what?
Are you afraid of him?
Who is not afraid of Jendo?
I'm afraid of him. It's difficult to forgive that man. It's difficult.
Jendo.
Ó má yọrí sí òfo. Ràn mí lọ́wọ́ kí má bàa kú sórí iṣẹ́. Rántí èmi náà sí
Cola loved music. One day, he discovered an old drum hidden in a shed. But this was no ordinary drum. It could talk. Hello, Cola. Beat me, and I will tell you stories from long ago. With every beat, the drum shared stories of bravery, cleverness, and friendship. This is amazing. I can learn so much from you. Cola learned that stories are powerful. They teach lessons and bring friends together. And from that day, Cola shared the drum's magic with everyone, showing that stories and music can teach and inspire.
Long ago, when the world was young and the animals could speak freely, Ejopa the tortoise looked up at the sky one evening and admired the bright, glowing moon. "How splendid you are," he whispered to himself. "If I could only have a piece of you, I would never go hungry again. Everyone would admire me." With a sly grin, Ejopa made a plan. The next morning, he called together all the animals. "My friends," he announced, "I have heard that the moon is made of sweet yam and honey. Tonight, I will go and bring some for everyone." The animals gasped. How could a slow tortoise reach the moon? But Ejopa, as usual, spoke so convincingly that they believed him. That night, Ejopa put on his cleverest disguise. He tied a long rope to a tree, wrapped feathers around his shell, and whispered to the birds, "Carry me up to the moon, but do not drop me." The birds, knowing his tricks but afraid to refuse, agreed. Slowly, they lifted Ejopa higher and higher into the sky. When he reached the moon, Ejopa looked around in amazement. The moon was beautiful, shining with silver light, and he imagined it tasted like sweet yam. He began scooping imaginary pieces into his gourd. "Little birds," he said, "I will take some for the village, but leave me here a while longer. I want to enjoy the view." The birds, growing impatient, reminded him, "You must come down, Ejopa. Night is almost over." But Ejopa had another idea. "I will call the moon down to me. Then I can carry it home." So Ejopa shouted at the moon, "Oh, moon, come down to my house." The moon, offended by a tortoise's boldness, replied, "Clever tortoise, I shine for all the earth, but I will not be stolen by you." Angry, Ejopa tried to grab the moon, but his rope snapped. He tumbled back toward the earth. The birds cried, "Hold on," but it was too late. He crashed into a tree, rolling into the mud, and his gourd broke into pieces. The moon rose high above, shining as brightly as before. The animals below laughed, not out of cruelty, but at the clever tortoise's audacity and misfortune. From that day, Ejopa was known as the tortoise who tried to steal the moon, and children would tell the story to remind themselves that greed and overreaching bring trouble, even for the cleverest. Do not be greedy for what is beyond your reach. Ambition without wisdom can lead to humiliation.
In a quiet village, the fowl lived peacefully, feeding and clucking under the watchful sun. But high above, the hawk soared, eyes sharp, looking for an easy meal. Today I will catch one of those fat fowl. They do not see me coming. My friends, the hawk is circling again. We must protect ourselves. But how? We are too small and slow to fight him. Let me speak. We can trick him. If we all pretend to be asleep in one corner, He may think the farm is empty. The hawk thought it had found an easy meal, but the fowl had a plan. They lay still, feathers ruffled, as if asleep. Now, everyone, run! The hawk had sharp eyes and strong wings, but cleverness and teamwork saved the day. Even the smallest and weakest can win when they plan together. Let this be a lesson. Never underestimate those who appear small. They may surprise you. And so, the farm returned to peace. The clever fowls celebrated their victory, knowing that wisdom and unity can overcome strength and fear.
In a small village lived a curious boy named Toby. He loved exploring, asking questions, and, most of all, finding adventure wherever he went. Today is the day I will find something amazing. I just know it. Toby had never seen a tree like this. The fruits looked juicy, magical, and almost alive. Wow, I wonder if these mangoes are really magic. Hello, Toby. You may pick 3 mangoes, but you must share them wisely. I could eat them all, but maybe sharing is better. Toby had learned an important lesson. Happiness grows when you share with friends, not when you keep everything for yourself. The magic of the tree was not in the mangoes alone. It was in the joy, friendship, and kindness shared by Toby and his friends. And from that day, Toby remembered, sharing, kindness, and friendship are the real magic in life.
Long ago, in a deep forest where animals could speak and live like humans, Ijapa the tortoise was famous for his cunning. He was clever, proud, and loved to trick others to get food, praise, or comfort without effort. One day, the mighty tiger came from a distant forest. The animals whispered in fear. He is strong, fast, and fierce. No one dares challenge him. Ijapa, hearing of this, thought to himself, if I can trick the tiger, I will earn the respect of all animals, and perhaps a feast too. So he went to the tiger with a friendly smile. Greetings, mighty tiger, he said. I hear your strength is unmatched, but perhaps we can be friends. The tiger, surprised by the tortoise's boldness, said, Very well. I do not harm those who respect me. What do you propose? Ijapa smiled slyly. Let us have a contest of wisdom and cunning. We will see who can get the most food in one day without harming anyone. The tiger laughed. A tortoise challenging me? Fine, I accept. They agreed. They would each leave at sunrise, and the next morning, they would meet to compare what they had gathered. At dawn, Ijapa crawled slowly toward the river. Along the way, he saw birds carrying fish and monkeys with fruits. Using his clever tongue, he whispered, Do you know the tiger will catch anyone who takes more than a few? Hide your food. The birds and monkeys, frightened, dropped some of their catch. Ijapa quickly gathered it all. Meanwhile, the tiger ran through the forest, roaring, hoping to scare animals into giving him food. But the forest was cleverer than he thought. Birds hid, monkeys leaped away, and no one surrendered a thing. By evening, the tiger returned empty-handed. Ijapa, on the other hand, came back with baskets of fruit, fish, yams, and even a few eggs he had found in nests. He smiled and said, Look, tiger, I have brought a feast. The tiger, humiliated, roared in anger. Impossible. How can a tortoise gather so much while I starve? Ijapa bowed modestly. Mighty tiger, it is wisdom and patience, not strength alone, that brings success. Perhaps next time, you will try to use your head, not only your claws. The tiger, furious, swore he would teach Ijapa a lesson. But Ijapa, anticipating this, had hidden in a hollow tree. The tiger stomped around, searching, but could not find him. From that day, the tiger respected Ijapa, not because he was stronger, but because cleverness could outwit strength. The other animals also learned that day. Pride and force can be defeated by patience, cunning, and intelligence. Moral: strength is impressive, but wisdom and cunning win the day. Even the strongest can be outwitted by the clever.
No, this can't be true.
If he's gone, what happens to us now?
No, this can't be true.
If he's gone, what happens to us now?
You were sleeping with the bodyguard.
You sleep with the maids. Be grateful I stuck with one, and I'll avenge him.
Your men are dead. I'm a shepherd. I don't hold back. I kill wolves that threaten my sheep.
I'm sorry. I promised I'll leave your sheep alone. No.
They all must pay. They dishonor our family. He killed my bodyguard.
I expected more.
Should we wait for the rest so you share bond even in death?
Bro, fear has torment, but wisdom is important for the vulnerable.
I think both of you should come to my place for a while. You'll be safe.
They're here. I'll need both of you to hide in my room. Don't open the door until I say so.
It's my choice. I'm fighting for our love. How can you give up on us?
I am a man. I want you. And I am going to have you at last.
You want me? Not love me? I'm not a thing you possess at will.
I am afraid of losing you, my love.
He's too powerful for me to fight. Look, I can take good care of you. That poor boy is wasting your time.
Hey everyone, you are welcome to this moment. This time I want to share with you how to make AI videos and address inconsistency challenge. There is nothing more frustrating than putting a prompt and then seeing that your video output is different from the characters that you are trying to show, or trying to create two or more scenes and the characters are not the same. It can be very frustrating. The inconsistency is frustrating. AI is amazing, but it has some major flaw, and that is the lack of consistency. If you don't follow some steps, your character looks great in one scene, but like a stranger in another. Now I want to break down the steps I took, 5 steps. I want to break it into 5 using VEO3 to make AI videos. So I'll show you some examples of the AI videos and how it can be inconsistent despite prompts and images. So you look at these videos and listen to what they are saying. You see that they're supposed to be the same. But I had to put another prompt to generate the same video because the character in some, were not like the one in the previous I had generated. So I had to generate and tell a story. I already have the plot. So to continue with the same character, you must know how to address the issue of consistency, because if you don't address it, You'll be telling a story, and the video that will be generated will just change your character, and you will not be able to merge them together. So the 5 steps I used in the VO3 engine, or Google's Gemini's video creation tool, they're the ones I want to tell you. So you need to use, some will tell you that you need to use some AI tool to generate voice, and then use another to generate videos. But with VO3, you can generate videos with voice, action, and realistic cinematic output. So the steps are scripting, which involves getting the story or plot, or using AI to refine the prompt or the plot. So the second is resolving consistency issue. This involves creating images of characters before you start, typing the prompt, or locations, images of locations, and uploading it to VO3 to use in generating the videos. And the third step is to generate the videos. All right. In the second step, you can also use continuation prompt. You put continuation. You can also address consistency issue like that. The third step is to generate the videos. The fourth step is to edit using CapCut or any other app. And the last step is to fix the format. So let's go to the first one, scripting. This is about generating ideas and prompt. So idea and prompt generation. So the story comes first. Every great video starts with a compelling story. I have a story to tell, and then I use AI to craft my narrative and dialogue. And I use AI to create the prompt. So I use ChatGPT to create the prompt. At times I use Gemini itself. So the following are images of how I asked ChatGPT to create a VO3 prompt for me. And so you can see I asked it to create the prompt, and you can see the prompt based on what I type, based on the simple or short idea I type. So you do well to use ChatGPT or Gemini to brainstorm and write the story, scenes, and dialogue. So don't forget that VO3 currently allows 8 seconds or 7 seconds video. So the final output should emphasize the detailed output. The prompt must emphasize the detailed output you're expecting. So I don't just ask for a story, plot, or prompt. I ask the AI to act as a cinematographer, to write the VO3 prompt and include the camera angles, the lighting, the emotional tone, the sound, so you have to be specific visual style and mood. You can always ask. You keep asking until you get the best that you are expecting. So that's the first step. The first step is to get the prompt or to get the story idea that is good for your video. If you use AI, you can get it well, and so it will come out better. You can see this prompt. It will just tell you, okay, here is a VO3 prompt based on what you have typed, and it will reshape it for you, and you can now use the prompt to generate a video. So the second step is to achieve consistency. There are different ways to achieve this. One of it is, I call it method A, is image or video reference. Now, this is very reliable. It's a reliable method for character and location locking. So you create a high quality front facing image of your character first. Then you upload this image to VEO3 and tell it to use it as a reference for the character or style. So this involves using Gemini image or imaging to create a master character or location image, and then you save it. You will now upload it into Gemini video creation tool alongside the text prompt. So I use ChatGPT to create character descriptions. And then you can see this one, I call it Yoruba hero description. And I just type little description of a character that I want. I will now I will copy the description and paste it into Gemini to generate the image. So you can see the one that does not meet what you want. You will ask Gemini to make changes until you get the one you like. Then you save it. So you can make different characters. You keep saving them. You save them. So you will now be uploading the character. You will upload it when the character is in the story you want to generate. So at times Gemini will say it can only generate video from one image. So if you have two different characters, you have to go and use maybe collage, or you use image generation in Gemini itself. So you will now use it to merge different photos. You generate and you upload photos to Gemini. Then you ask Gemini to merge the characters into one image. And then you download it and save. You will now upload it in the video creation tool in that Gemini. So in the prompt space. So instead of uploading two photos, and Gemini will say, no, I can only generate video with one image. So you go and use Gemini to merge two images. You upload two photos. When you go to generate image in Gemini, you can upload two photos or three. Then you ask Gemini to merge them into one. Then it will merge them. You download, you save. You will now upload it into the video creation space. So you can see how I have a picture of two characters in an image. So you can use collage if you like, or any photo editing app. So then you can also use a video as a reference. You upload a video and then you use it as a reference. So that way you can have consistency. The characters, you upload the same character image when you want to generate another 8 seconds video. If you don't do this, the characters will be different. So the second method, the method B, is continuation prompt. And this one is very reliable. It's the most reliable. So you just type continuation from the previous video. So you have a new action description. So in the next generation you want to do, you type continuation. So this is so reliable. I think it's the best so far. Don't forget that you can only generate 8 seconds video per time. 8 seconds. It may increase later, but for now, it is 8 seconds. So to continue a scene that needs to flow sequentially beyond 8 seconds, you can use the last generated frame as the visual anchor for the next one. So you just mention continuation, from the last video in the prompt. This helps to maintain temporal consistency. As you can see, I typed continuation of the last video, and the engine uses the characters and the location exactly as they are. So it's very reliable. I think it's the best. All right. So we can go to the next step, which is generation. This is simple. You can generate 3 videos per day when you are using the free version of Gemini. So you can choose to upgrade. There are different upgrade options. So there are different options with different benefits and limitations. So transparency is key. The free option is great, for testing and learning, but the 3 video per day limit is an issue when you are using the free version. And this makes it important for you to use quality prompting. It will save you. So a good prompt can result in a bad video that doesn't follow instructions. So, and even if Gemini fails to follow an instruction and the video generation is different from what you're expecting, maybe it's used another character instead of the one you uploaded, especially when you are using the image. The video you generated using a particular image and it comes out wrongly will still count against your daily limit. So it's important to provide detailed, precise prompts as much as possible. So the 4th step is to edit. Edit with CapCut or any other video editing app. The AI gives you the raw footage, but the editing app is where you become the director and the editor. So you arrange your short clips, your 8-second clips into a narrative sequence. Don't forget the essentials, the voice over AI or human that you may want to add, then the background music that you may want to add, your personal logo, watermark, any other aesthetics, that you want to add to the video. Then subtitles, they are important for accessibility and viewing in silence. They boost the quality of your video. So in editing, there is also format or ratio problem. And this is a major issue if you are generating for YouTube Shorts, which is supposed to be 9:16 or 9:16. So the video isn't generated that way. If the video isn't generated that way, when you change the aspect ratio in editing in CapCut, it leaves ugly black bars. The bars may be at the top and bottom, leaving the video in the middle. So the best workaround is to gently zoom the clip to fill the frame. Or if that loses too much quality, add a colored or blurred duplicate of the video underneath the main clip to hide the black space creatively. So zooming in slightly in CapCut or adding a blurred background to fill the black areas makes it look intentional. So the final thoughts, what I would say is that there are other AI tools you can use to generate videos. Tools like Express AI are great for simple 2D narrator-led content. I used it. I generated a video. It's in 2D, but for now, Gemini's video creation, that is VEO3, is outstanding because it's of its 3D realism, motion, and audio capabilities. So you have to decide if you are releasing your clips, your 8-second clips as daily shorts, or if you are going to keep them, so you have many of them so that you can compile them or you merge them into a longer video. All right. So thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Hey everyone. You are welcome to this moment. This time, I want to share with you how to make AI videos. To start using VEO3, open your browser and type Google Gemini. Then you can click on the link, on the Google Gemini link. If you don't have an account already, you can sign in. But if you have an account, then you get to the workspace. So once you are inside, you can use the plus sign to upload files. So you begin a new prompt or start a fresh project. So you can use this to upload images or videos or documents. So in the workplace, you can click create image, create video, write anything, help me learn or boost my day. If you click on create image, then you click on create image, you can describe any image that you want to generate. Okay, you can describe any image that you want to generate. Let's say a young Yoruba, man in traditional white attire. You can say dark in complexion. So let's see. Then we wait for the image to be generated. All right. So the image will be generated, and once the image is generated, you can download and save it. And if you want to make any changes to the image, like adjusting the brightness, adding effects, modifying the background, or transforming it, so you can also ask for changes. You can say remove cap. You can see this is in traditional attire. So you can say remove cap. It's going to edit it. So this is how to work with the image. And it's not only image you can work with, but I'm showing this image because you may want to generate images that you will be using, that you continue to use for character reference. So that when you put in the image, that image will serve as a character. You can see that the cap has been removed. So you can also say something like change the background into a farm. So it's going to change the background. You can see that it's a powerful tool to use. But what we want to do today is how to use it to generate videos, right? We want to discuss how to use it to generate videos. And it is important that we first of all know, we can use it to generate images, to edit the images, to change it, to make adjustments. As you can see, now the background has been changed. Now we have a farm, so that's how to do it. Then you can click download full size. You can click on the image itself, then you can download it. So once you've downloaded it, it will save. Then anytime you want to upload it, to generate a video, it will be used. All right. So let's go to tools now. Okay, so because you have opened a window to generate image, for you to now start video, you go to new chat. When you go to new chat, you will see all this: create image, create video. So if you are new, when you click create video, if you are new, you'll be asked to you'll be given free trial. But because I've used free trial, so you'll be asked to upgrade. All right. So you can click on upgrade. So when you click on upgrade, you go to another tab. Then you can choose this Google AI Plus. For 6 months you'll be paying 3,850 before you now go to paying 7,700. Google AI Pro, for 1 month you can use it for free. Then you start paying 28,500 and you can cancel. So I'm going to use this one that is free for now. So that is Google AI Pro. All right, you can see that. So I'm upgrading it to Google AI Pro. So you have to add details of your card. So you add your card details. Okay, once you've entered your card details, then you can subscribe. All right. So you can subscribe, and after you have subscribed, so you can continue to generate the videos. Say that you have subscribed, right? So since you have subscribed, you can now go back to Germany. Don't forget that we have generated image before. So now let's upload file. Let's upload files and see how we can generate video. Generate a video with the image that we generated. So you select the image and it's going to upload. Then you can now describe the video you want to generate with the image, the action you want it to perform. So you can describe a cloudy moment. The Yoruba man looks up to the sky and cries out, saying, Gods, gods of our fathers, let thunder strike. Immediately, thunder strikes. So then we will still talk on how to generate a better prompt, prompt that will fit. But this is just, to show you how we are generating the video. Then you can click. Then 8 seconds video will be generated. It may tell you to just go and then you come back. Don't forget we are using a free version, for now. I mean, it's free for a month. So because of that, you can only generate 3 videos per day. So you can see it says this may take a few minutes. So check back to see when your video is ready. The video has been generated, so you can now download it or you can click on it to watch. You can see that it's even in 7 seconds. It can be 8 seconds at time. So that is how to so that's how to generate the video. Now there are other issues and such as the issue of consistency. When you want to tell a storyline that has a plot and you want to use a particular character in different scenes, so there is consistency challenge, because in one scene the character may be changed to look different. Let me post some videos for you to see the issue of consistency that I'm talking about. After generating prompts, what happened is that although I put the character that I want to use, the video generated, I had another character. So I had to, type again. And at times, the moment that mistake happens, even if you keep trying to correct, the AI will continue to hallucinate for that particular period. You may have to pause and start later or start in a new chat, But the issue with that is because you are using a free version and there is 3 per day limit. Even if there is a mistake, and then even if you click something like you want to you click on this, or you want to say, oh, you didn't follow instruction. Even if you say you did not follow instruction or anything, it's going to count. So you can click to say uh, to report. You can say no, you did not like it. So whatever you say, it will still count as your daily limit. It's going to count as your daily limit. So even if 3 mistakes are made for that day, you have to wait for the following day. All right. So we'll now go into the details of how to deal with the consistency issue. So watch the videos that I want to watch these videos and see the inconsistency issue that I'm talking about. After that, we will now discuss how to address the consistency issue.
Did you pay him back? I gave Chief Adeboro 5 acres of our land, but he claims the land is low in value.
Where did you get the money for my surgery?
I took money from Chief.
Where did you get the money for my surgery?
I took money from Chief.
This is where my story begins.
I love you.
I love you too. I love you, Themarusus.
I agree with the woman. You should go to the city with your woman.
My mother thinks the chief's wife is right.
He's right. We should escape to the city.
We can't run. I have a choice. You're my love. I'm not a prize or collateral.
All right, so you can generate the characters that you want to use. You can generate all of them and save them. So you can generate them and save all of them. So we can say, I think we have generated, it's supposed to give us history, and let us see what we have generated. So the one that we have generated, you can now say an elderly woman, dark, beautiful mother of the young man, also at the farm or on the farm, anyone you want to type. Yeah, I think so. You should just type it and it's going to generate it. And now I think now we did not describe the woman enough, to put in the what's it called, the figure, the shape. Okay, so let's see what I'm not saying you can do. Now you have to use ChatGPT. You can use ChatGPT to generate prompts to describe your character very well. You can also use Gemini, but I prefer using ChatGPT to describe the character. So description of a young Yoruba man for VO3 character prompt. So then you can have it. So this one you can see it's giving you the description. It's giving you the description. So you can copy the description and go to Gemini and then you post it. So do we have okay, this one is still thinking. So if you paste the description, so you paste it here, It's going to generate the image. All right. So while generating that image, let's look at description of another woman. Describe an elderly woman, dark, mother of the young man. Now you can give the man a name, Ade, Bola, So she is beautiful and tall. So traditional attire. So you get description. The interface is already showing is for VO3. So ChatGPT will know. All right, but you can also put for VO3. You can say I did not put for VO3, but you see that it's already saying this is a VO3 ready character description for the mother. So the interface is already for VO3. So it's going to know that, okay, the next one we want to generate is for VO3 character prompt. You can see elderly Yoruba woman, mother of Adebola. So you can copy it and paste it in Germany, but it's still generating for the one we pasted before. It's still generating. Now you can see the image that we generated. When we did not describe, we just say the mother of Adebola. So you can see the AI generated it. They are sitting together. This is the character from ChatGPT that we generated for the man, and this is the mother. All right, so you can now use both to generate a video. You can use both to generate a video. So you can go to new chat and or you can go to the one that is existing. Now let's upload. Oh, we've not downloaded the images. We should download them. Download the mother and we should download the son. So it's not going because there is one downloading. So you have to wait. Where we then we download it. So we have downloaded the mother. Then we can download the son like that. All right. So we are downloading the son. Then we can now go to generate video. Let me pause it. It's downloading this. Now we have downloaded them. So we can go to the video that we had already. Then we can upload files. So we can upload files, the two files, and say, so we can now say mother and son are talking about the impending wrath of the gods. Or let's say mother is talking to the son. Mother is talking to the son about the impending danger of the gods. You can see the images we uploaded, for consistency sake. So after this, it's going to remain one video that we can generate, for today. So let's pause while it's generating the video. So the video has been generated, and because of the images that we put, you can see this is the image of the son, this is the image of the mother, and so you can see the images that we put for the generation. You can see, though we did not say on the farm, but the video that we earlier generated already has a farm, so it is looking at it as a continuation. You can see it's using that background. It's using the background. So this one now is consistent. So let's play and see. So you can see it's talking about the wrath of the gods that is coming. So the character that we generated, we have used them to create a video. So at times, now we uploaded two images. And Gemini worked with them. But at times, two images will not work. It will tell you it can only generate a video from um one image. So if that happens, you go to image generation, click the two images, and then you say merge into one. Mother and son are talking. So merge into one image or one photo. Mother and son are talking. So it's going to generate the image, an image of two characters in one image. So in that case, when we go back to generating video and the AI is saying, no, I cannot work with two images, I only need one. Now it can work, at times it won't. So if it was good, if it does not work, go to image generation and merge them as we have here, merge them. Then you can go back to video generation and upload it. You upload it, and when you upload it, you download it first, then you upload it, then you can now paste the description. So let's see. We are going to upload it again, but let's go back to ChatGPT and see if there will be a difference from what it will say. Mother is talking to the son about the impending wrath of the gods. 8 seconds VEO3 prompt with sounds. So you put it there. You can say close shot on the mother showing emotion, tension, sound. So prompt, you can say VO3 prompt. Then let's see the description that this is going to give us. So this is a description. If you like, I can add a dialogue matching a short of and a longer. A beautiful bangly, intensely warning about the impending. So let's say add dialogue, what the mother says. So let's see, it's going to add dialogue. Okay, so we now see dialogue. So now we'll copy. You can ask it to add anything. Then we go back to Gemini. The one we want to test now is the one where we upload the image that we generated where both mother and son are together. So you can now put the description and we'll say generate. So that's the last for today of per day. So after that, I will just go into, I will use others that I've generated both from ChatGPT and VO3 to show the inconsistency and how to address them. But, this is like the practical showing how to go about it. So Or I think I'll make another video on how to deal with the consistency issue, maybe, but let's see what this one will give us. Now the video has been generated. So you can see that, because we say close shot, so we have it, close shot. And the sound, the music part is not coming very well. So if you want it to come, if you are okay, you can add that in editing. But if you want it to come with the video, you can go back and ask ChatGPT to add. If you go back to ChatGPT, you say add sound effects, add sound FX. Oh, it's already saying I should log in. Stay logged out for now. So you can see. So now it's adding sound effects. So you can now copy with the sound effects and oh, come on. So you can now copy and paste. You can copy it like this, and then paste it in the Gemini. You put the photo, then you paste it. Now you see I cannot, yes. So if I paste now, I cannot even paste because you've reached your video generation limit until 13 December 11:56. So it's going to give you the time that you can come back. All right. So that's how to use VO3 to generate videos. I'll do another video. So you can subscribe for more videos, but I'll do another one on how to deal with inconsistency in case you generated a video and despite putting the pictures, the images that you want to use, you just find out that the AI has used another character. How to limit that or how to address that, we'll do that in another video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and you can share this and watch out for more.